Okay, guys, welcome. Before we get started here, just a quick maintenance check. If you can hear my voice and see my screen, type into the chat box 502 Bad Gateway. "502 Bad Gateway." There's one coming in. I got another one coming in. All right, guys, cool. Let's hang on one second here. Got another 502. That's great. All right, let's get going here. Welcome down to tonight's 100-day challenge. This is week number 11, January 31st, 2012. Take a few minutes and put aside all your distractions. Turn off your Skype, turn off the Facebook, put your phone away, shut the office door. Spend the next half hour with me. I've got some cool things for you. We got a great guest challenger on the webinar tonight with us. So let's go ahead and get going here. As always, I like to start out every week with a big thank you to Lawrence Tam. A big kudos. You know, if it wasn't for Lawrence and his vision of the Project Mayhem and being a co-founder of the Empower Network, you know, we all wouldn't be here, and I certainly wouldn't be here tonight. And I certainly appreciate the chance to lead up this challenge for Lawrence. And Lawrence, as usual, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been an honor, and I look forward to working with you again here down the road. So, all right, who's on the call tonight? Before I bring this lady out, she's our guest challenger. Her name is Alecia Stringer. She's from Mount Pleasant, Texas. And, you know, I've got to know Alecia over the last year. I started out in February of 2011. The first challenge I ever did was led by Jordan Schultz and Adam Chandler. And Alecia was one of the participants in that challenge. And over that 100 days, I got to know Alecia real well. And then as we moved on, I had the chance to co-host two other challenges, and Alecia was also a challenger in those two challenges. But if you guys know Alecia, if you had the chance to meet her in our Skype chat room or maybe on Facebook, she's everywhere on Facebook. She certainly is one of our model challengers, somebody who I like to bring out every week. She does blog every day. She comments every day. And she's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience in online marketing and network marketing. And with that being said, I'm going to unmute Alecia. Alecia, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you doing tonight?
Wonderful. Thank you, Alan. That was an honor.
Hey, no problem. You certainly deserve it. Like I said, you're a model challenger. You do a lot of the things that, you know, you and I were actually taught in the first challenge with Adam and Jordan, and how to be successful and how to see results. But a couple questions before I forget. What's your daughter's name again?
Haley, Haley.
That's right. That's the picture of her I got right there next to you, and she's been in quite a few of your videos, and she's actually been on a couple of our old challenges, sitting in with you, I do believe. So you've got a great little girl there, and I'm sure you're turning her into a young entrepreneur. She's certainly getting all the correct lessons and everything, hanging out with you every day.
Oh, that's right. We've got to teach the young.
Well, tell me, Alecia, for the rest of the challengers on the call tonight, tell us a little bit how you got into network marketing and what you got in, how you got into online marketing after that.
Oh, sure. Well, my daughter was little, you know. I just had her, and we had just moved to a new state. And so I've lost all my piano students, my whole studio, and had to start over with a baby.
Right.
And I was like, I've heard people get on the internet and actually make money. And so I'm just sitting here on the computer, and I'm just going to research and figure this thing out, because my husband wouldn't give me any clues, and I thought his sister had a store or something online. I thought they could help me, and nobody did. So I say, I'm going to sit here and figure it out and do surveys or something.
Right.
And so I figured out, I can't believe I clicked on a pay-per-click ad and didn't even know that was a pay-per-click ad, and answer something and just learn some more, and just got in all top tier and went for it.
That's awesome. That's amazing. What got you into when I first met you a year ago, and you got into the same challenge I got into? How did you get into that challenge, and what did you get from being in that first challenge with Adam and Jordan?
Well, I've been in MLSP since it started, and so I knew all of the leaders and what they were doing. And so I, of course, followed all of them and saw that they were creating something different over there, and realized I could not do that myself yet. I had a daughter. I could not make time restrictions to be at a place that every week or every night. I'm just like, I can't do this for my team yet, and I wanted to tap into other people that could do that. And saw Jordan was doing that and creating the tribes, and just, I've been following the leaders and just doing everything that they're all doing and keep on plugging in,
Sure. And you said you've been with My Lead System Pro since the beginning?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually didn't know that. That's right. That's great. That's great. Well, challengers, if you do, one of the things, go over, if you're not a friend of Alecia's on Facebook, like I said, she gets around really well on Facebook. I think you've got over 2,000 followers or friends right now.
Yeah, I have 3 accounts, and so you'll find me with one picture or another picture, and then you might not find a local picture because I do most of my music stuff and local stuff in that 3rd account.
Okay.
So I keep up 3 accounts every day.
Yeah, and I noticed you've got you're one of the top commentators. I believe that's correct.
Sure.
You've got one of the little star awards there. How did you get involved with the network, with the Empower Network, Alecia? I know that like I said, you're very active, and you certainly do know quite a few of the leaders inside, MLSP and other networks. But what really brought you into the Empower Network, and what did you see that you could do with the Empower Network?
Oh, several of the leaders contact me and said, you got to get this in Empower. And I was really trying to watch and see who was really creating some of the bonuses, who was creating something different that could tap into. And nobody was saying, come join this little list or sign this. And I was like, this doesn't make sense. And several people contacted me. And then Lawrence put in his email, don't sign any list. We're going to create a whole group or something like that.
Right.
And that's what kind of made it unique, where something I knew I could tap into bonuses for other people.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I think you and I both found out over the last year that providing value, and probably longer for you because you've been in the game longer than I have, but it's all about providing value and being of service and showing others, that they can, and encouraging them that they can also get in the game and do this and see some results with it.
That's right.
Any suggestions you might have for any of the challengers on the call tonight as far as being in this challenge? There she is. There she is.
Yes. It's so hard to keep doing what you're doing when you see so many distractions in some of either leaders or your downline, whatever's going on. And you just got to believe in yourself and what you started off and being, doing. You're like, I don't believe in this. Everything's got a bad gateway. Are you sure this is going to work? You're going to stick with it. And, see how this helps. I was like, if some of the leaders are all in and they're sticking with it, I see this can really work long term. And I think, a lot of glitches happen on that in anything you create. I mean, you can't come out with a perfect product the first time.
Sure.
And
sure.
So you always have to say, look at the whole thing, their concept, their idea, look at the leaders behind it, connect with them, and, know what you can do. Don't just blame those little mistakes or something that happens along the way. And look at it more long term when you're, looking at things. Not so hard for people to do.
No, that's true. That's true. But good words of wisdom there, Alecia. It is something to think about, and I've actually here in the last couple of days seen some other posts from some of our challenges in our group who are reflecting on the same thoughts. So it's not something after a couple months you just say, hey, because of all this, I'm going to give up. It's a little commitment, put the nose at the grindstone, and keep moving forward. So, well, guys, for you challengers on the call tonight, look Alecia up, meet her on Facebook, friend her if you haven't yet. You can also find her blog at theempowernetwork.com/2asuccess/blog. And Alecia, I appreciate you coming out tonight, taking your time to be with us and share your thoughts and your wisdom and knowledge. And give that little girl of yours a hug for me. Tell her I said hi.
Thank you. I'll get on her after she mutilated the cat over here. Thanks so much, Gavin.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, Alecia.
Sure will. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. All right, guys, that's Alecia Stringer out of Mount Pleasant, Texas. Give her a shout, give her a high five, run on over to her Facebook page and befriend her if you can. So with that, moving on, let's move on to our mindset and personal development slide. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this slide tonight. I've got a few other things I want to cover, but I am going to, every week we talk about mindset and personal development, and personal development must be done daily. And with your personal development, you want to read a book or a business-related book. And the book I have for you this week, I'm sure we all have heard of Robert Kiyosaki. And the suggested book this week is The Business School for People Who Like Helping People. And I actually had this in my library from a year ago. And I've got about 3 or 4 of his other books in my library. So I thought this would be a good one for this week. And a quick summary of this book is, today there are many ways for a person to become rich. The best way to become rich is to find the way that works best for you. If you are a person who loves helping other people, I believe this new form of business system, network marketing, is for you. That is why I have titled this book, The Business School for People Who Like Helping Other People. If helping other people is not your cup of tea, then there are at least 10 other methods to choose from. So if you get a chance, I don't know if there's a PDF or anything available online. I know you can certainly order it from Amazon. Your local bookstore probably carries it. And I think this book, I can't remember, it's maybe a $15 or $20 book. I'm not sure, but it definitely is worth something to put in your library, and it is a good reading. So I highly suggest it this week. And Power Hour. You guys always hear me talking about the daily Power Hour. And before I move on to anything else, just a quick chat and throw a quick answer in the chat box. How many of you have been implementing or started to implement a Power Hour in your daily regime? Just throw in a 502 gateway for me. Hey, there we go. Alecia threw one in there. 502, Nick, Chris. Alecia, right on, guys. I'm glad to hear that. It's like you've heard me talk about. I a year ago didn't really believe in personal development, and as I started being in that challenge, that first challenge I got into, I found out the more I did it, the more I was getting from the personal development and my daily Power Hour. So if you can, try to get it in 36, 60 minutes a day. Start out with 30 if that's all the time you've got. If you've got, time restrictions, get it in maybe during your lunch, possibly in the evening after you get home, put the kids down, and you've got some time before you run off to bed there. And, you've heard me talk about journaling. I think journaling is an important part of your daily personal development. So, as I mentioned last week, Bonnie Chamaika had found, she's got an article, and I'm sorry I don't have the name of the article. She did find a piece of software, journaling software online that you can use. It was real easy, and it certainly was free. So, affirmation for the week. I am the ambassador of change and a change agent. I get my affirmations from the Jeffrey Combs More Heart Than Talent. And I've got a little bit of info for you from Jeffrey here in just a minute. Also, guys, remember to include some physical exercise. Walk, run, lift weights, swim, and bike. I, by chance yesterday, doing some keyword research, I found an article just by chance, and it talks about the physical effects on your body as you sit for 6 and 8 hours a day, what it does to you, the kind of problems you can have as far as possible diseases, that kind of thing. So here again, it's important if you're, even if you've got an office job where you're at, sitting down, you got to get up at least once an hour, walk around for 10 minutes. Make sure you get 12 ounces of water, at least an hour per day. That's, in 8 hours, that's a lot of water if you think about it. But it is very important. So I highly suggest putting that into your everyday regime. So that's part of the mindset and personal development slide. Let's move on to the next one here. The Empower Network. Don't let the little things keep you from doing what needs to be done. And as you heard Alecia said, and I'm sort of making pinzoo.com, okay, Chris? I'm sort of making fun tonight at the 502 Gateway because as you all have probably experienced, I certainly in this last week have been experienced getting booted out. What I started getting booted out when I'm trying to put up a post in my Empower Network, but what I started to do, it's sort of funny, is doing testing times on what's the best time to get your post put into your network, your Empower Network blog. So as I test more, I'll get back to you. But moving on here, Lawrence recently has put up 2 more videos for you guys on how to use the Empower Network, and it's over at our teamprojectmayhem.com website. And real briefly, I did watch those this evening before we started the webinar. And video number 3 talks about the blog. To get your blog ranked, you must have content, and obviously you've got to write for traffic. And he talks about writing content specifically for a person, specifically for traffic. So each of these videos are just a couple minutes long, so I highly suggest you go over there and check them out. And if you didn't get a chance, from last week we talked about his videos number 1 and 2, which talked about the Empower Networks system. It's a blogging system, and then there's the marketing side of it. So video number 4 is what do you write about? Anything you want. Lawrence talks about write about something specific with specific keywords and build your article for 1 keyword. Excuse me. So I highly recommend you go over and watch those 2 videos real quick. I just wanted to touch base on them with you. A couple other notes I have here. I originally in the chat box put in a YouTube video for you challengers. If you guys didn't know, some of you might not, you can now change the picture from David Woods and his wife to your own picture on your Empower Network blog. And I cut that quick video. It's a couple minutes long. It's real easy to do. Check that video out. I noticed today, and you don't have to change it if you don't want to. It's your choice. I just happened to be on quite a few blogs today leaving comments, and noticed some of you challengers hadn't changed it yet. So I thought, well, hey, this is a good opportunity, a good time to throw up a quick video, help everybody out, and if you got it done, great. One suggestion there is keep your image to a 277 by 277 pixel size, and it does tell you that right there on the page where you change your video. So if you get a chance, check out that change your picture. I'm sorry, if you get a chance, check out that video I sent over. A couple other things worth mentioning. Ron Richmond's got an article out. It's called The Empower Network Again. I read that today. Ron, high five to you. I was blown away by that article. Very articulate, it's actually a funny article in a way. And I just wanted to mention that tonight because I thought it was worth everybody jumping over and taking a look at it. If you guys go over there and look at it, leave Ron some comments. And, I got to say, Ron has really been cranking out some awesome content here since we started this challenge. So I recommend reading Ron's content, and he's got some interesting content. And it's not all about, he's got some good flavor and he's got a good style. It's about some personal stuff, and that's why I wanted to mention Ron tonight. So, Ron, keep up the good work. I look forward to reading some more of your content. Wanda Mills. Let me see if Wanda's on the call tonight here. And I don't see Wanda with us tonight, but Wanda, I noticed Wanda has got a little system, and it's not very hard, but every time she drops her blog post over at our Project Mayhem 100-Day Challenge group page or on our Facebook page, she'll actually add the number of the blog. So she is tracking her blogs. I haven't talked to her about what her system is, but at least I can see on when she posted on one of our pages what number she's working on. So love the idea, Wanda. Good for you. Keep up the good work, Wanda. You've got some great articles there too. And Richard O'Brien. Let me see if Richard's on the call tonight. I don't see Richard with us, but I wanted to mention Richard. He has a new article out today, or possibly from yesterday, excuse me, by Salas Complaints. It's a good article. It's got some, he's got good on-page SEO, guys, a good little example for you. He's got some good calls to action. And the other thing is he's got a lot of feedback on that article, and he's got feedback on there from people, other people that are not in the challenge. So when you start seeing this kind of feedback and comments, I went ahead and threw a good comment up on there today. If you get a chance, run over and check out Richard's article. Like I said, it's a good example of what we've been trying to learn here with blogging, and I highly suggest it. So I just wanted to throw a couple of those out there today for you challengers. A couple other tips that I discovered this week. Actually, I knew about them. I just hadn't really gone forward and put a lot into it. But a good place if you're looking for some new thoughts, maybe this might be something for you to do, maybe a Blog Talk Radio show. Blog Talk Radio, you see the website there, www.blogtalkradio.com. It's a cool place to go as far as there's a lot of people on there doing radio talks in different niches and different markets for different things. I personally was checking out the internet marketing and the network marketing, found a couple good shows. So I highly recommend. It's a good place for a resource. And if you really got some get up and go there, you might want to try starting your own Blog Talk Radio. And if you do, certainly let us know about it. The other thing I wanted to mention was Jeffrey Combs, More Talent Than Heart, every Tuesday night, and it actually starts here in about another 7 to 8 minutes. He's got a call-in audio that he does, and it's free every Tuesday night. It starts at 7:30, like I said. There's the call-in number there if you're interested in the passcode. If you don't know about Jeffrey Combs, he is a personal mindset developer. He's a coach. I actually saw Jeffrey I think it was about 3 weeks ago. I went to one of his seminars here in Denver, Colorado, and it was suggested to me by a friend of mine, Jordan Schultz. And I'll tell you what, I went and saw Jeffrey, and he blew me away. The guy is phenomenal. I think he was actually on one of the chances to be on the No Excuses 3 Summit as a speaker. But if you get the chance, go check him out. You can find him on Facebook. He does have a website, Golden Mastermind, I believe, goldenmastermind.com. He does have some free audios that you can listen to, so maybe you can incorporate some of these audios that Jeffrey has here into your power hour. That might be a great idea. And just another suggestion, another resource, but certainly look him up. I enjoy listening to him, and I think you guys will find the same thing there. So we're sort of heading down to the end of our half hour together here, guys. Your goals for the week are create 5 pieces of content for your Empower Network blog. Put that content, once you get it finished, you get it posted, put it on our Facebook group page and over on our Facebook fan page. If you haven't liked us or found our Facebook fan page, jump on over. It's Project Mayhem 100-Day Challenge. Give us a like. You're more than welcome to post your content there too. Also, remember to comment on 5 Challenger blog posts daily. I think in Ron Richmond's article, he did an article on the Empower Network call on Monday night, and I think in his article he talks about commenting and how important it really is to comment. So I think that was mentioned by one of the two, either Wood or Sharp. I'm not sure because I didn't get a chance to be on the call. So keep on commenting, guys. You guys are doing real good about that, and I'm seeing a lot of good comments, a lot of good feedback, and obviously I'm seeing a lot of comments and feedback from other articles on your particular article that has nothing to do with that article. Okay, 502 Bad Gateway, right? All right, is everybody still with me? Give me a quick raise of hands. Let's see some hands there. A little participation. Nikki, thank you. All right, Alicia, Danny, Carlos, Dwayne. Dwayne's clocking in. Thanks, Dwayne. All right, guys, moving on here. This is the last slide, and if you've got any questions, any comments, feel free to type them in the chat box there, the question box. And let's rock 2012. You know, I'll be back again next week, which is February. Not sure on the date, but you know I'll be back here next Tuesday night. And I look forward to spending more time with you and helping you guys out. I hope this has been instrumental tonight. You know, it's part of being the challenge is coming together once a week. And you guys' commitment and your motivation to be in this challenge, I give all of you a high five, a raise a hand from my end. I appreciate you being on the call tonight and joining us. And any questions anybody might have? All right. Well, Alicia, thank you. Daniel, Dwayne, Gloria, Jean, Kimberly, Chris, Maria, Natasha, Nikki, Ron, and Tom. Thank you guys for being on the call tonight. We had sort of a little group, but you know the size doesn't matter. What matters is you guys, and that's why I'm here is for you. And thank you for being part of this 100-day challenge. Let's keep rocking. Let's keep moving forward. And I'm going to sign this thing off here tonight. Anybody else have any last thoughts or any comments, questions? And just let me take a look here real quick. All right, I don't see anything else. Challengers, thanks for sharing this time with me. I look forward to seeing you next week. And this call is a wrap.